a movie theory and engine noise. So I hope that's not too annoying for you. This is for Deadpool and Deadpool 2 because I'm a huge fan. And that is, and this is my movie theory, and it's not real crazy, I don't think. So, my movie theory that pertains to Deadpool, the movies, is Vanessa is death. And I don't mean in a, Mad Max, Fury Road, Max's death kind of way, or maybe more in that way, and kind of in a Meet Joe Black kind of way. For anybody that hasn't seen that movie, sorry. But I'm going to point out a few things in the movies, but I'm not going to show them because I'm horrible at editing. So here we go. When Wade Wilson in the movies, when Wade Wilson first meets Vanessa, she's a hooker, which is a very hedonistic lifestyle, which is very, I like to think, someone that just, explores all avenues of life. So, okay, well that kind of fits with the descriptor of someone that, doesn't have long on this earth, or somebody that, might be just willing to try everything, So, but for Deadpool, the first one, the reason I thought that is just because she kind of seems to come out of nowhere, and it's just like they bump into each other, and his crazy fits her crazy, so that's cool. But really my hint for that was in Deadpool 2. So spoiler alerts, so anybody that hasn't seen the movie, and I don't know why you wouldn't have seen it yet, but anyway, is during the whole scene where Deadpool's in, I guess you could call it limbo, and where Vanessa ends up going is, I guess you could refer to it as true death. She is truly dead. No coming back, dead. And Deadpool can come, he can visit her, but he can't get to her. And I was like, they're really portraying, how Deadpool can have, snippet conversations with Vanessa, but he can't get to her. He's always just out of reach. I'm also a fan of comics, by the way. So, and there's numerous fiction, and anybody that's played the Deadpool, the video game, it's also like that. He has these, dances with death, literally, and these snippet conversations, and he does the same thing with Vanessa in Deadpool 2. And another scene that I want to direct you to is that when closer to the end of the movie, when he actually gets to cross over the barrier, he doesn't necessarily cross over. She reaches back into limbo, grabs his arm, and pulls him across. And at that point, because I already kind of had it in my mind that, maybe Vanessa was death, because he's, nobody's really touched on death in movies, and that was a big thing as far as Deadpool's character. And as soon as that happened in a movie theater, I got giddy. So that, as far as that concerns, I think makes my theory a bit stronger, is the fact that Deadpool himself couldn't cross that barrier. Even when he, head blown off or body blown in pieces, technically you are dead. But even then, could not cross the barrier to get to where true death lies. And not only that, is Vanessa, being a dead human, was almost calling things out with prophetic capabilities. And it's like, well, is she just a dead human? Can all humans do that? You know, is every dead person, you know, available to do that? Can they predict the future? But it's just a fun little theory, and I would find it interesting due to the fact that they're doing the whole Infinity Wars right now. Is Thanos had, I wouldn't say a love affair. Like, he truly loved death, the embodiment of death. That was his whole, and they're kind of going along that line of thinking. And so I'm wondering if they're actually going to have, and due to the traumatic craziness of him actually killing half of every living thing in the universe, because Thanos. If he's going to start having, like, maybe some psychedelic hallucinations or something involving death, like death actually going, "What the hell did you do?" or something of the sort. And if they were to do that, how interesting and kind of a beautiful thing to sit up on the mantle if she makes a callback to kind of like she did in the comics of she just can't love Thanos because there's someone else. And oh, that'd be great. So I love you, my nine, and keep you just put your thoughts and comments, in the comments. They're down there somewhere. Because I'm curious to think about, curious to see what you guys think about that theory. And I'm going to do probably one more movie thing today on Venom, because, so much going on there. So, and with that, I'll just tell you guys, and everything you do, have fun.